when I think of fake news is news that is put out that is factually incorrect, that is serving some sort of ideological or partisan purpose. A good example goes back to the 2016 presidential campaign where a guy, it was in Texas, I believe it was in Dallas, tweeted out that there were paid supporters being bused to a Hillary Clinton campaign, and he basically just made this up, and it went viral and was reported on by a bunch of reputable news organizations, not just disreputable news organizations, and there was really no factual basis to it whatsoever, and it was very swiftly debunked. And even the guy on his own Twitter account who tweeted it out said, "This is a false story, I got it wrong." But by then, it couldn't be retracted. Boy, it's going to be awfully hard to put that genie back in the bottle. I mean, the bottom line is the center is not holding. People have such a vast array of information choices these days. And essentially what it boils down to is it's not so much that certainly the mainstream media is biased, it's the mainstream media audience that is biased. You know, if you're watching a news information source that is telling you things that you disagree with politically or fly in the face of your political beliefs, you tend to discount them and not trust them, and you tend to seek out information sources that confirm your pre-existing biases. And you know, we live in a world where there are plenty of organizations and platforms out there that are eager to feed people what they want to hear, and reversing that, I just don't see how you do it. I mean, perhaps there is a way to do it, but it would center on not changes in the media. It would have to center on changes in media consumption. Well, I think part of the problem is that one of the things that we live with today that, 15 years ago, and certainly 20 years ago, that we didn't really have was, it's not even a 24/7 news cycle. I mean, it's just, the world has this voracious appetite for news and information. And when, back when I was a journalist and you got a quote-unquote hot story, you still typically had at least a day to check the basic facts and make sure it was accurate and push a little bit back on it. And now I think there's an overwhelming intention to be there the firstest with the mostest, and that's to get stuff out. Because if you don't get it out, somebody is going to get it out and grab the eyeballs. And in that sort of environment, it's just easy for these stories that, are, well, let's say not sourced particularly well, to get out there and sort of like take on the patina of fact or reality for many people.